How to render skin, like this. First, draw a sketch. I already have mine ready. Then for base colors, create a new layer and move it under the sketch. Color the skin, any color you want. Color behind the iris. I like to add a pinkish color to these areas. Draw the lips. I have an in-depth lip tutorial posted on my page. Select a color that's darker than the skin color. Create a new layer and turn clipping on. Then add shadows to these areas. I'm using a fade brush. You can find my brushes in my pin post. Don't be afraid to be messy. Time to blend. You can find my blending brush on my page. Usually when I blend, I pick the lighter color, but sometimes it turns into a grayish, muddy color, like this. So instead, I pick a slightly more saturated tone to blend with. Blend with light pressure. Sometimes decreasing the opacity of the blending brush can help blend more softly, especially for people who draw on their phone. After I'm done with blending, I like to blur the shading a little bit, so it's smoother. Now select an airbrush and a rosy color to add blush. Use very light pressure. Add some on the nose for a button nose look. Time to give her face some depth. Create a new layer and set blending mode to multiply. Softly shade around her face, like this with an airbrush. Enhance the shadows. Shade around the eyelids. Time for highlights. Add a new clipping layer. Select a bright color. Use an airbrush and little pressure to light up these areas of the face. This may seem like it doesn't make a difference, but it gives the face dimension. Now add bolder highlights with a fade brush. After some lip eye shading, it's Donnie. Lip tutorial. First, make a new layer and select a very dark red color. Draw the base of the lips with a fade brush. The brushes I use are pinned on my profile. Liquefy the shape if you want. Create a new layer under the baselines. Select a pink color and draw the lip shape. Liquefy the shape if needed. Turn on alpha lock on the lip color layer. Select a darker pink and shade the lips like this. Don't be afraid to be messy. Color pick the base color, grab a blending brush, and softly blend. Blur a little to make it smoother. Select an even darker pink and shade again. Blend it. Blur a little. Redefine the lips texture with a cooler pink like this. Blend, blend, blend. You can turn off alpha lock and make a new layer. Turn on clipping and set blending mode to multiply. Color the upper lip with a desaturated pink. Grab an airbrush eraser and softly erase the top of the shading. Lower the opacity, then merge the layer. Softly erase the sides of the lips with the same eraser. Blur the sides a bit. Merge the layers. Select a dark red and blend the lines into the lips a bit. Slightly blur the sides of the lines. Now my fave part, put highlights with light pink and very light pressure. More highlights with a whiter color. Last step is optional, but I like to make the hue pinker and more saturated. Done.